Rise up in the morning, grab a coffee, check your fit. Hit the ground running, but try not to forget. There is a place where you can go to share some puppy hugs. Slow it down and listen in. Have some caffeine with your friends with Java and Jugs. The best way to start your week to make that AM commute. Have that hot cup in your hand and wearing something cute.
And don't forget, girls,
there is a place where you can go and bring your favorite mug. Slow it down and listen in. Have some caffeine with your friends with Java and Jugs. Rise up to the day ahead. Find a place to sit. We saved a special place for you, so try not to forget. There is a place where you can go with sugar, cream, and love. Slow it down and listen in. Have some caffeine with your friends with Java and Jugs. Careful, it's hot. Spend a Monday with your friends with Java and Jugs.
Happy Monday, everybody! And look at Sugar.
Hi, Sugar. Sugar, be
You
good.
want to be in the show?
Oh, look at your little mop head.
Face, Sugar, damn. She don't want to.
There's a face under there. Oh my!
I
Lies,
know. How
lies
you
and
be
distortions. Oh goodness.
She does not want to be in the show.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
Sugar.
starting with, we should change the whole theme of the show. We've known forever that people come here for the puppies and they just stick around for coffee because why not?
They tolerate
Why
us.
not?
Yeah.
I think
All
they
might
should go
bring a
more
dog
for
on
the jugs
camera.
and the coffee. It's dogs and jugs.
Mm.
DJs. The
DJs, dogs and jugs. I like it.
Dogs
Sugar, your
and
weave
jugs.
looks amazing. I love it.
I
Yeah.
know she's
Why she acting like this?
so damn cute.
She's a little Sasquatch. I love it. Why is she a little Bigfoot?
I hope your doctor appointment goes well, musical monkey.
I
for
say
you.
she looked like an Ewok.
Oh, she
Thank
does.
you all for joining us. We're doing our thing. We're up. I solemnly swear we're up to no good.
Jezebel! She's going to be on my show this week, Wednesday. Her and her co-host, they haven't been on together. She's going to be
Fun.
on my show this Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
Where's the biggest audience at for this? Is it still in the Daily Atheist or
Yeah.
At the
Amber and the
moment,
women's
it's
channel?
my channel.
Your channel's the most hoppinest?
Well, I'm
At-
about to be on both
At the
ends.
moment. Well, okay. Damn Show is having the most chats per minute, but right this second, Better Than Ember has more total viewers.
Yeah.
But that changes
I
from
say
second to second.
Right. I was just kind of
Well,
curious
actually,
because
I'm about to put in for both. So I can see what's going on.
I haven't been around much here lately, so I wasn't sure how we were doing on if
I'm
the
trying to see
channel,
if
if the standalone channel was taken off, or if we were still
Sugar, Lord.
getting like popping off
Sugar
on.
is
Yeah,
now-
the
You're
standalone,
taking over my spot.
Sugar?
Sugar is.
It-
Sugar
it
is
gets
blocking its thing.
some.
Sugar.
partly because Ryan's been dropping clips and things. We still really need to make like content specifically for that channel, or people will just be like, I'll just watch the show wherever, you know,
Yeah.
which, you know, is fine too, but
Okay, Sugar, you got to get down. Okay.
At some point, we'll have to consolidate
care
all of our
about you being
chatters so
honest.
we can grow the channel,
Sugar.
yeah.
Sugar.
so we're not all
Yeah.
separate in separate rooms chatting.
Now the damn show's ahead.
So how was everyone's weekend?
I had a full weekend.
You
Yeah?
did. You were on shows more than me, actually, which is no small feat.
I saw you do a lot.
I
of
don't know why
streaming.
they be wanting me all the time. Don't understand.
I do.
Sugar's very cute.
Thanks, John. This is my grandbaby, one of them.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah. I was on Tooth Wanted. Lord me, Tooth Wanted. I know I was on Punk Apostate yesterday, and I was on Neo 604 show Saturday.
That's right. I caught that also. Anybody else? What did everybody else get up to?
And I
I was on
Scream
Bad
too.
Science Sunday last night.
That's always fun.
With Maya and Dr. Tapioca Weasel. We looked at AI dog videos, honestly.
I just saw the
It
two
was-
dogs
it was
sitting up there.
pretty-
The German. I just saw Dagon and a Pixie up there. That's all I saw.
Yeah.
What did you talk about, Bree?
We talked about dogs.
Oh, did you talk about dogs?
Domestication. Yeah.
Oh, that's
It was
cool.
we did watch AI dog videos, well, real dog videos too. It was fun.
Oh,
Aw.
Yeah.
good morning,
Yeah.
Marin.
Get down, my love.
Good to see
She
you.
says bye because she getting on grandma's nerves now.
I was sick, so I really didn't do anything.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. Hugs.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine. It was
I
just
I just had politicality yesterday. Yeah. There's a short out about it on my channel. Doesn't have anything to do with politics, but still.
Yeah.
that's okay. Did you do anything, Ember?
Get down.
Oh, I'm always doing stuff, darling.
Oh.
I did the
You're a socialite,
wait.
honey. You're a socialite. You've always
main
got
things were debate review with Mark Reed was over on his channel. It was his turn. We started a new one. It was Matt Dillahunty versus Trent Horn, which is both more fun and more frustrating than you might expect. So we're doing part 2 on my channel this coming Saturday because we go back and forth every weekend. But that started over on Mark's. And then yesterday, excuse me, I had to fill in for AJ. AJ was feeling under the weather, and she was like, I need to tag out because she was doing Let's Talk on Skeptic Haven with Jim Burrows. And she was like, I can't. So I'm like, I can. And
So
we did, and it was a bit of an adventure. I threw out every piece of bait I had to try to get people to call in. I just, I'm like dropping every kind of, Jesus was all about burning down fig trees. Why should you believe in that? And I just increased from there. Everything that's currently politically active. We had one caller. It was a fellow named Sonny from Oklahoma who wanted to talk about the damage religion is doing to secular society, which, it's a valid call. But like, we had so many, rah Christians in chat, but nobody had the guts to call in. I'm not sure if it was Jim or me they were scared of. Maybe
That
both.
happens a lot, but that's actually happened a lot though, because I've seen a lot of times nobody calls. A lot of these show people don't want to call no more.
Speaking of calling shows, though, Ember's going to be tomorrow. Are you gonna know we have at least one caller tomorrow? I'm trying to get more, but
Like I said, let me know if you need me to help back in or something, because I'll be off. this
yeah,
week.
I like the thing about what I'm doing is I actually going to go out and farm the calls. I'm not just going to put the number out there and just hope for the best. I'm out in groups talking to people and saying, hey, we got this show. We're trying to like give a platform to people to tell their experiences and try to understand what they experienced. Would you like to participate in that? Is my approach to it now.
Mhm.
And I think that-that's a cleaner approach than just letting somebody just pop in and call and you don't know what they're going to bring to the table or I mean, obviously there's still that risk, but I guess it's kind of pre-screening a person's experience before bringing it to the table. I'm excited about the way things went last Tuesday. I'm hoping that we can continue that momentum.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Hell yeah. It kind of makes me think of the way Art Bell and George Norrie did their supernatural show, Coast to Coast AM. I believe it's still running, but I don't listen to radio anymore. Even though it was a call-in show, it was very rare for them to do like random open lines. They usually had a specific guest lined up for like 2 hours or whatever, and they'd be like, "Okay, Richard C. Hoagland, tell us why there's aliens on the dark side of the moon. It's all yours." You know?
Bell
And I
Toll,
wanna
David
sing Be a Man
Paulides.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be right back. Sugar needs to go to the restroom. I said the same thing the whole time, but that's why she was bugging me. I'll be
Oh,
right back.
she was telling you. What a good
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
So
I'm
today
ready
we're
for my
kind
hair
of
to grow
talking
back
about
in.
women.
It's too short.
A woman who ran for president. What's her name?
Victoria Woodhull.
Victoria Wood. Yeah, I just looked it up. Okay, Victoria Woodhull. And this was before even we had the right to vote. So that is a very audacious.
She was a suffragette, right?
That was part of her platform.
Mm.
She was like, you know what? Nothing in the Constitution says I can't run. So yeah, she was all about all the same things we stand for today. She was like, votes for
Cool.
women, autonomy for women, property rights for women. Like basically, women are people. So let's like make laws about that, perhaps. And she ran in 1872, and you know that's significant because that was the first post-Civil War election that didn't have, you know, Ulysses Grant running.
Oh, Jesus.
It was the first real election where somebody else could win since the war.
Yeah, where there wasn't a war hero from the healing the national divide. We'll probably have one of those too after our next Civil War. That's like seemingly right around the corner.
There've
Where
been
are you,
several women
Victoria
who ran.
Woodhull?
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah.
what?
Let's so Victoria Woodhull, it's her married name. She was born in 1838, lived until 1927. She made it through the First World War. So yeah, that's got to be a crazy life, right? Like you're born in the generation after the War of 1812, lived through the Civil War, lived through the Mexican-American War, lived through the Spanish-American War, lived through the Mexican-American War, the other one, and like World War I, like this whole span of history. But Miss World War II. I mean, I don't know. I won't speculate, but it's a lot of history. So she was in charge of the women's suffrage movement, and it tickles me whenever we have these traditionalist anti-women advocates running around who are like, oh, women's rights didn't begin until 1969. There's a woman running for president in 1872, but okay. While many historians argue, and I'm reading off an encyclopedia entry here, while many historians and authors agree that Woodhull was the first woman to run for the presidency, some disagree with classifying it as a true candidacy because according to the Constitution, she would have been too young to be president.
What?
Imagine,
Damn.
like we've got all these
That's so funny.
80-year-olds running for the last few
my
ages
God.
now.
Yes.
Someone who's too
Grandpas.
young. I know,
Granddads.
it's
Pop,
wild.
Pop up.
And
You
she's
have to be
also
what, 35 to run for president? Is that right? It's
35 to hold office. You can run at any age, but you can't be sworn in until you're 35.
Okay.
It's a weird thing, but yeah.
It helps protect the geriocracy.
Yeah.
Kind of. Well, the original thinking was that and remember, this is the age when you become a man at 14, but you're not like an adult until 35. So I don't know, maybe we should make the age of consent 35 and watch what happens to the Republicans.
Right.
All of a sudden stuff is
Who are they going to send? Why can you hold off? You can go to war and die and be killed,
right,
for a political agenda, but you can't hold office. Or at that age of 18, you can't hold office for another 17 years, and you're an adult.
Well, I think
you can only go to war, have a baby, get married.
Well, Well,
You're
that's the
encouraged to do
point.
all that
Can't
stuff.
drink.
Is to give you time to have a life experience so that it's not like a brand new private in the army who's trying to be the commander in chief, but a person who's had the chance to make it to general or colonel or something like that. You know, you want an experienced leader, not just the most popular 18-year-old. Otherwise, we'd have Justin Bieber for president. And I know he's Canadian. They don't care.
Well, I don't know. I think putting an age restriction on it is, because you can come right out of, I guess it'd be right out of college for someone who was qualified to be a president.
Yeah,
But you can come right out of college qualified to run this country.
Yeah.
You can step
Yeah,
out of your step out of your graduation and run, and should be able to run for president at 24 or whatever age you are when you graduate. If you have the knowledge, and we've had people throughout history, we've had people who were younger running countries, and no country's run by just the president anyway. You have a whole freaking cabinet of advisors.
Yeah.
That point.
Yeah, House of Representatives is 25 and Senate is 30. So
yeah, the thinking behind it was you don't have you can have the book knowledge when you're just out of college, but you don't have any life experience, and you only learn maybe 40% of what you need to know. But that's assuming the traditional aristocracy track.
That sounds like to me is they want to give you time for cultural indoctrination, to say to get pounded into you that this is how we do things before your new free ideas take over and you take leadership position and try to change things. They want to get you cemented in and sealed into a
they don't want you to have the optimistic
culture and lifestyle.
Yeah, that's part of it. It's these are our ways. Make sure you follow our ways, or the nobles will rebel. You know, that sort of thing, which was supposed to prevent a civil war. Oops.
Oh yeah.
But Woodhull, she was an interesting candidate for a number of other reasons. She was an advocate of free love, which didn't just mean 1969 free love. She meant the freedom to marry, that the woman gets to choose as well as the man, the freedom to divorce, the freedom to bear children without social restriction or government interference, or not. Like she was Planned Parenthood before there was a Planned Parenthood. She said, quote, "They cannot roll back the rising tide of reform. The world moves." And it's a very progressive position, because, you know, it would take over 100 years for some of these bare minimum rights she was advocating for to actually get codified into law. But the world moves. It doesn't matter how many stuffy old rhinos try to hold it back. It's still going to move eventually.
And I want to say that I think Justin Bieber would probably do just as good, if not better, job at running our country than the person currently in charge. That's my true political opinion. I think that Justin Bieber could run this country better than Donald Trump.
Sugar be do a better job.
Sugar, I'd vote for Sugar than
I would vote for Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar's got a good team of advisors behind her.
Do we count as advisors?
Well, I was thinking
I
more
meant
like a
Kip
Dr. Kip
Daisy and Pixie and Pickles and
Dagan and stuff. Yeah.
And probably Hank and Henry could tag team in, you know.
Yeah. If they're not busy, they're awful. They have a full schedule, those guys.
It's true.
That's a candidacy I could get behind. I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Do you guys want did you have more to read about her, or did you read
there's
everything?
so much more about her. I'm just pausing for like discussion and whatnot.
Okay. Then do you guys want to, me to ask you some of the questions that I wrote down?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I love those questions you be having.
Okay, so I wrote these based on, so I wasn't sure exactly what it was for, but, you know, woman for president. So I kind of just based it on woman for president to see what your opinions would be on the subject matter. Okay, so this is just going to be specifically about Victoria. If you were Victoria at that time, what would your campaign slogan be? Do we know what her campaign slogan was?
Yeah.
Did she have one? Was that a thing?
I don't know.
What would your campaign slogan be, audience? If you were
my
the
campaign
first woman?
slogan would be, "Why are men?"
Like,
I want to know that now. What's the answer?
I don't know what my campaign
right.
slogan would be.
A slogan. Maybe just freedom for all, because like you're coming right off the heels of post-Civil War Reconstruction. There's all this emphasis on Black people have rights now, and so it seems like it's the perfect opportunity for women to step up and say, "Hey, maybe rights for us too. Maybe human rights for all humans. Maybe could we do that?"
I mean, the push to repeal the 19th Amendment on the right is not like a joke thing anymore. It's there's actually a real movement over there to repeal that. Because if you ever look at the voting numbers when they show, oh, this is what it's like if it's all men voting, and this is what it's like if it's all women voting, it's very very skewed.
I'm a little biased. Sugar.
Oh, I like that.
Kip,
Kelly,
you want to be president?
Kip says yes. Kelly says mine would be, we need every mind, even yours.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, that works.
I think that's Elon's
Kelly's
Neuralink
be having them
ad.
brain powers. I like them Kellys.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. How about if you could change the system of how we vote, what would you change?
The two-party system, get rid of it.
Boom.
I get rid of the Electoral College.
Oh,
Boom.
that too.
Yes.
Bam.
Both good notes. I'd go with the ranked choice voting. Instead
Boom.
of like, yeah.
That's mine. Anything else? I'd say day off, national holiday, a day or two.
I get one anyway.
Oh
It's
yeah,
my
that's
job.
a good one too. Yeah.
That's good.
And
Well,
no
you should.
felons.
And that's how it should be.
I'd be so happy. I'd be like, thank you.
No
Jer-
felons for federal office anyway.
And I always
No
do
for
absentee
gerrymandering.
ballot, so I had a day off anyway. I'd be laying down. I'd be like,
Those are
thank
good
you.
changes. I think
think
those would be easy to do.
I think having voting shuttles would be nice too, especially for elderly people.
Yeah, make it easier for people with disabilities, people who are elderly, whatever.
Then you're gonna get accused of busting in people to vote, but it's like, why shouldn't those people be able to vote?
Did they not do that?
I mean,
What's in the
somebody,
people? Yes.
I'm pretty
Somebody-
positive I've seen that done for the Republican Party anyway, where they've bust people. So I don't even want to hear that as an excuse.
Especially
Oh,
if
for real.
somebody went to jail and they did their time. Why aren't they able to vote?
I agree with that as well. You did your time. You should get your rights back.
It's backwards. Like why can't felons vote but they can run? It's so messed up.
That don't make no damn
Yeah,
sense.
can Donald Trump vote? Because he's been
Yeah, I think
convicted, right?
they had
32
pictures
counts.
when he went into the damn voting poll thing with the day of the election. You know, they always show him voting on that day. Yeah,
Ooh,
I know this up last fall, but I can't remember the answer. So let's see. Can felons
This one is a good one too. Right-handed says all
Oh.
public transit free that day as well.
Now I think in certain situations,
From-
Uber or Lyft was giving rides or something during the thing. If you was
If,
going to
if
vote,
if I remember correctly, with the Trump situation, it's something where Florida has to approve it and give them their rights back, which of course they did.
somebody
All
said
right.
in election weeks of just a day.
Like you have to apply to get them back and blah blah blah. So of course they approved it.
Right. According to the Sentencing Project, Florida surpasses every state in the nation with the largest number of U.S. citizens disenfranchised due to felony conviction. However, they can have their voting rights or their access. It's not really a right if you can have it taken away and then restored, isn't it? But whatever. They can have their
Right,
ability
well.
to vote restored by legislative action. So
Okay.
if you bribe enough local senators, you can vote once more.
Congratulations. Okay.
Corruption. Yay.
I love corruption. Speaking of corruption, but not corruption, actually. If you were a historical troublemaker, when you in your presidency, what would your scandal be about? Or what would your headline read?
First of all, I am a historical troublemaker. It just we aren't in history yet, so let's
I
not
mean,
get
it's
it
history
twisted.
now as soon as we write it down.
Yeah,
Yeah. 2 seconds ago is
but
history.
I'm sure I'd have like sex scandals and stuff if I was a politician. I'm pretty promiscuous, so it doesn't
Mine
doesn't
would be
bode
how
well for a
But
political
I'm looking
career.
at it if it's you single, it's adult consensual stuff, and you ain't having no affairs or nothing like that, and
who cares?
all that mutual, none of their business,
Well, the Republicans care quite a lot. I mean, the fact
Yeah, we
people
live in
like
like a
Marie and I
puritanical
exist is
society.
considered
Unless you're a
scandal to
Republican.
them.
So you need to run Republicans so nobody will care.
I am a loud, opinionated woman. I would have all the scandals, all of them.
Yeah, they'll pull up some
Sinister
stuff.
Porpoise says this is cool, but is it Grace Murray Hopper writing the first compiler and being the oldest commissioned officer in the U.S. military cool?
I've never heard of the Grace. I need to look. So I need to learn about more of these people, these women.
There's so
did they
many
compile?
people hiding in history. I must confess, I don't know who that is either, but there's a lot of people I don't know too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We shall learn. We definitely will learn. I think mine would just be something about being a hothead. Maybe that would be like my biggest headline.
Mhm.
President
Blows-
Ryan
I'm
declares
sure-
war against
I'm
the
sure they
United
complain
States.
about the way I laugh, if anything.
Oh, my laugh
like your
too.
laugh.
My cackle.
Yeah.
They get me on my cackle.
I don't know. It'd be her when I be laughing though. Something really funny. I be start breathing and everything.
Don't do that, please. Okay,
It'd be hard.
what
not to.
what song would play when you walk on stage to announce your presidency plan?
She's a bad
Theme
mamma
music,
jamma.
huh?
Oh, I love. She's a bad man, Gemma. That's a really good one, and because you can kind of like bop out to it, and I can see you like bopping out and with your hands up in the audience, like yeah, I can't wait. Anybody else?
Yeah, something along those lines. I don't know, maybe Beat
Bricks
the
would be
Town
she a
Red by
brick house.
Doja Cat.
I like Brick House,
Yeah.
but that might be more about. Is that more about looks, though? I mean, I am
Oh,
a
yeah.
brick house, but
I know. I see.
in more ways than one. Oof.
I don't know. For political
know.
purposes, maybe
I know.
something by Keisha, or maybe that country song about the tornado that takes the house and flips it upside down or whatever. The voters would fucking love that.
I'm not sure if I know
Oh
that.
yeah,
I
you gotta
might
appeal to the
know.
Bible Belt. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah,
Gosh. Ugh.
I know. I'll start
I know
walking
what
around
everybody's
saying praise
playing
Moses
that
just to
Pink
confuse all of
song.
them.
Get that party started.
Get the party started.
You
Oh,
know
yeah.
about Pink.
Oh, okay.
Raise your glass would be. I mean, it would confuse the voters, but it would be so much fun.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a song. Yeah.
Okay, what would your
Queen of the damn
Wikipedia
soundtrack.
page say about you that people likely would be surprised about?
Mm.
Hope
I
they
was
don't
a
know no
cheerleader.
personal stuff.
You
So,
were a
like,
cheerleader?
Mhm.
I was
Okay,
a
I would
majorette.
be surprised about that, Lil. I gotta tell you, I would be
used to twirl
surprised.
baton.
I was, even though I was one of the tallest girls on the team. I was one of the only ones that could tumble at the time. So it
Okay.
just, yeah.
You had the
Okay.
leverage.
Let's go. Victory. That's awesome.
Mm-mm.
No, those days are long past.
Yeah, I
Long
can't do
gone.
it no more. I used to do all that.
Mhm.
So what you were in
I
like
would-
band?
the
or-
fir-
Yeah, I was
band
in the
playing.
band. Yeah, I was
I
a
think I
majorette.
was-
I didn't play an instrument. I just looked cute in my little outfit on and twirling baton in the front. And I was an ROTC, fancy drill.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I was one of the taller girls on the squad, but I was also one of the flyers because I was one of the only people who could do the flips and stuff. So,
Oh, wow. That must have
So,
been
I
hard being
had-
taller.
oh yeah, because the other tall girls had to be the ones who were supporting me, and they dropped me more than once. So,
Oh,
That happened to my daughter. She had to stop because she was one of the flyers and she was taller, and it just got too difficult. So, cool though. Ember, anything shocking, surprising, scandalous?
Everything about me is shocking. I don't know.
Everything, baby. Everything, darling. Bree, anything?
Oh yes, I'm sure everything about me would be scandalous. Like I said, they would be like, "Oh, she did this and she did that," and
I ain't saying nothing. No, I ain't.
and I'm
telling
gonna
nothing
take.
on
I
air.
don't. Me and Alice
I was a
Cooper
saint.
differ on politics. He's like a classic conservative, but I will agree that with one thing you said. When people say something about you, just confirm it all because it throws the whole thing off. And you see Lady Gaga do that too. She's an expert at that. So I just like anything they say. Yep. I did. I ate that puppy. It was delicious. I probably
Right,
should
like
have used ranch instead of barbecue sauce, but something like that.
like that famous interview she did where what was it? Anderson Cooper asked it just straight up on TV, asks if she has a penis, and she was just
Right.
like, "What if I did? What now?
See me, I've been
asked
honest.
that?
I would
Your
deny
move,
everything.
bitches."
I would just deny everything.
That's what. Well, I think Trump's method is to never admit you're in the wrong or that you're at fault for anything.
No, I
ever.
sure wouldn't either.
Ever.
I
And
would
it
never
seems
do
to work.
anything.
We've got you on video. I don't care. Didn't do it.
Wasn't
It
me.
wasn't me.
You get the
I
Shaggy
look like
defense.
It's AI.
I'm
Um,
shit.
I mean, when your Secretary of War's previous job was at Fake News Incorporated, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say nothing.
okay.
Fine.
If you were to run a super honest campaign, what would you say to the electorate as a nominee? If you were just going to be very blunt about what you wanted to do, fuck shit up.
I don't know what that. No.
Just to break things. Oh my goodness.
They wouldn't like that
We're
too
gonna-
much of us.
It's gonna be like we're gonna fix all of that.
Yeah, you see this right here? We're fixing
Finally
it.
putting power where it needs to be in a woman's hands.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
They wouldn't like it, but I could get behind
Well, that's
that.
honest.
It is.
What
It's
if we
very
ended
honest.
hierarchical power entirely? Like we effectively, because the federal government has been abused and abused and abused. And don't get me wrong, we've done some good stuff by like federalizing human rights laws. The Obergefell decision. Although the Supreme Court gets abused too, so pluses and minuses there. But like, what if we like depowered it? It doesn't need to be this overwhelming imperial behemoth that it is. It just needs to regulate commerce, provide for mutual defense, and ensure human rights consistently across the many states. That's all it has to do. What if that's all it did?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Do you know that song? I don't know that song.
What song?
I'm assuming that this would be their like slogan kind of song as they walk onto the stage. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
Savage Daughter, but I
Is
don't
that-
know it.
Is that Nickelback song?
I
what
mean,
if I
I
walk out there and do with
that's the
American
I don't
Idiot
remember
by
Nickelback song if
Green
it was
Day?
one. I was a Nickelback fan back in the day.
Oh yeah, Holiday would be amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Especially
Yeah.
that other part.
Yeah, you'd be like, I don't want to be an American Idiot, and then be like, vote Kelly, because she is an idiot.
Don't be an idiot. Vote Kelly.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
You
I
was
think
an
I could
idiot
get
already.
Green Day to support my platform.
With some orange syrup.
I bet they
Vote for
would.
me. Vote for
Well,
me.
just ask AJ. She knows them. She knows everybody, but
Well, it's like you can put celebrities in your cabinet now. Like you can put like TV hosts and stuff. So why can't I have Billy in my cabinet
Hell yeah.
from
Mhm.
Green Day or freaking Tom from Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine? Put him in my
I'm sorry,
cabinet.
y'all.
Kudos.
Y'all is in my cabinet. This is all I gotta say.
If
Well,
Trump can
it
hire
wouldn't
his
even be a
kids,
cabinet anymore.
Kudos.
It'd be a
Why not?
garage where the band practices.
Right.
That'll be yours.
I'd officially change the name of it as an elected official. I'd change the name of the presidential cabinet to the presidential garage, and we'd at least have to have at least a 5-piece set. They have to all be able to play because
Oh, well,
When
I
we
wouldn't
do-
make it then. Dang.
when we do the State of the Union, we're gonna rock
I'm
it
gonna
out.
have a tambourine or something.
Yeah, you could be the tambourine girl.
I do tambourine because I can't play no other instrument.
What could possibly go wrong? Hey, maybe that'll get, something built where the East Wing used to be. It'll be the new concert venue / garage.
Yeah. Where we have
Maybe.
our State of the Union / jam sesh. Now,
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
would you
Regular
just
concert.
continue the prayer breakfast if you became an elected official?
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
Religion has no place in politics. Like, period. Sorry. It doesn't. We have a secular government and you keep it that way.
But you still have
I would have a
a
skeptical prayer.
you still have a voter base to appeal to as elected
Yeah,
official, though. You can't
but the fact that-
I don't
yeah.
care about you Christians anymore.
We
You're
wouldn't
not
pray about no
gonna-"
God.
It's not
we
that.
still pray,
It's more of this is a secular government. We are not supposed to condone or we're not supposed to
Mhm.
advocate or
Mhm.
condemn any religion. So you just leave religion completely out of it.
Well, you know how fragile the snowflake Christians are.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
know.
oh, if you're not praying 12 times a day, then you're betraying us to secularism or something. But here's the thing. If you run on secularism, which you should, then the voters would expect that from you, and not doing it would be a problem. So it's a bit of an ish. I would go the other direction. I would both keep it and do it in a secular way, which is to say, the breakfast is having a prayer from every single fucking religion, all 400,000 of
That's
them.
another
We'll
way
be
you can
there
do
for a
it.
week.
Yeah. That's another way you can do it.
You seem to be muted, Ryan.
Oopsie. I think I like that solution. Just
Yeah.
say, okay, we're going to accommodate everyone if that's what you want to do. I
Yeah.
fully support that. So let's include everybody, and that even
I'm
includes a
fine.
secular prayer if there is such a thing.
Mandisa gonna do my prayer, my
It's
secular
secular.
prayer.
Yeah.
That would be
Everybody-
awesome to have people come in from all different churches and religions of the
Right.
of
We
the
could all learn
It-
so much
interface.
about other people's
an
cultures and
interface.
shit, and the Christians would realize they're not even the majority. Like they're
Mhm.
if you had all forms of Christianity, Catholic, Eastern Orthodox, its various branches, all the American nonsense, all of them together, it's not even a quarter of the world's population. But the Christians in America don't seem to know that because they think the United States is the world.
Oh, When a Woman's Fed Up by R. Kelly.
Mm.
That's a good song. I don't know what's wrong with that man, but I like that song.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful with yourself.
Yeah.
What's
It'll
that
come back to bite
song
you.
by In Vogue? Free Your Mind.
Oh yeah, that was a
Free
very
your
good song.
mind.
Oh, that REM song. That's me in the corner. Call it the corner presidency.
You already lost your religion, though.
If you're in the Oval Office and you're playing That's Me in the Corner, people will be very confused.
Okay, so what party are you running in, or are you building your own?
I'll be independent. I can't run under the Democratic or Republican. But I don't want to have no political parties. What food you want? I'm getting rid of that. It's gone.
I think parties are bad. If I had to do a party, I'd resurrect Teddy Roosevelt's Bull Moose Party, because like human rights for all humans, protect the environment. I'd have to look up the other things. It's been a while, but like traditional conservative values are today's progressive values.
Mhm.
Okay, because you gotta get elected
don't-
first before you can change the party. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe independent. You
As a two-party system, like obviously I'd have to
Right.
pick Democrat if it was in a two-party system, but if I could
Yeah.
run as my own independent, that would probably be my
Well,
My
there
preferred method.
are other parties. They're just not major. Like we do
Green.
actually have.
Yeah, I guess if I
Sockdown.
want to win, I'll be Democratic for now. Then after I get in office,
Yeah.
then I'll change it.
I mean, so many people say they're one thing and then switch parties anyway because they just got in to get in. They said what they needed to say to get in the door and then just switch parties.
That's gonna be me. I'm just gonna say
Mhm.
to get in the door. Like
But at
everybody
least there's
else
not a
do.
huge swing. just towards justice. Okay, they might not say that.
I
but
don't know. I'm kind of with Washington on this one. Having parties at all is a terrible idea. People should vote
is.
for what the representative plans to do, not who the representative is friends with.
Pretty
I mean,
much,
if we did ranked voting, we wouldn't even need any of that, would we really?
Right.
'Cause it would just be on their candidacy,
Mm-hmm.
their merits, I would hope. Okay, so if you were sworn
Our
in, this
God is for
one,
president.
no, thank you. Okay, so say you're sworn in, your first executive action. Okay, I made this multiple choice. It doesn't have to be, but I just made a multiple choice. So your first executive action: break up big media, so that way there's not just a few corporations controlling the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Bring troops home. Start getting rid of forever wars, forever deployments. Nationalize election day. We talked about that. Making a paid holiday or a week or something so more people have access to voting. Abolish ICE. It was created post anti-terror expansion, and now there's a lot of overreach. What would you choose? And if you have something better,
all of those,
give it to me.
I mean, out of those, end the wars, because everything else
Yeah,
can
exactly. Yeah.
wait a second, but end a war right the fuck now. But
Mm-hmm.
also basically undo everything this asshole just did, like all of it, because all of it is anti-human rights, anti-constitution, like whatever it is you think you care about, you're against the policies Donald Trump has been putting into place. Whatever your issue is, he's been fucking it up.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's probably, that's going to be the biggest thing to me, because I do feel like a lot of stuff will start to fall under that, because once you start to even break up the monopoly on the military, the war hawks, all the money that they're making, that disruption would, I think,
Oh yeah, they
hard
would
to
not
fix
like
a
what I
lot
would
of.
do to the military.
I guess what gets me the most is when somebody, it'll be on social media, somebody will post how they're going in and taking people when they're in court trying to become citizens, whatever they're trying to do. And people be in the comment section saying, "Oh, I'm so glad that they're doing that."
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's a weird flex.
Understand people's thought process. Just like I'm gonna mention about how wasn't it Kansas where they've taken away the trans and took their IDs, validated their IDs and stuff like that. And so people in the comment section just saying stuff like, I don't know, but it makes no sense. They're not bothered. I don't know. It pisses me off really so much. I can't get my thought process across. But I'm like, why are you worried about somebody else?
Yeah.
So now they don't have way to get to work or any license for the job or anything.
They don't care.
They don't care. Yeah, it pisses me off so much. Let me stop. But I just look at it. Sometimes I don't even like looking at the social. I look at my little stuff and my friends' stuff, but some of the stuff I be seeing on my For You page be making me so angry.
I get angry too.
Well, did you see what else happened over this weekend with Kansas?
Man. No, what else happened? I probably did see it.
Lil knows what's about to happen.
Yeah, and it's fantastic.
All right, take a break if you want to. This is exactly 3 minutes long. Once I find where I put the button.
I'm going to grab water, but I'm going to listen on my phone.
There we go. Following up on Kansas's most popular law in decades, the state legislature today enacted a new bill over the governor's veto, requiring all Kansans to immediately change their photo IDs to reflect their appearance at birth. Heights and weights will be taken from original birth certificates, but residents will have to personally appear at the Department of Motor Vehicles offices to provide a photo of how they looked as newborns for the picture on the ID. By law, all driver's licenses with adult photos on them are invalid, instantly, and anyone caught driving without an infantilized license will be considered to be driving without a valid document, which is a Class B misdemeanor that, among other things, triggers an automatic suspension of the offender's driver's license. So, good luck getting to DMV since nobody is legally able to drive. The state opted to have the law go into effect right away, rather than allow for a transition period, partly because the elected officials all think the word transition is satanic, but mostly because they're pretty sure the new law is probably extremely illegal. State Representative Tucker Pantry told the AP that his Republican colleagues just really want to hurt as many people as possible before those pesky courts could have the chance to ruin it. Other states are considering similar actions after seeing how much Kansas raised in both traffic fines and DMV fees for the reissue of the new infant ID licenses, the two income streams topping several $1 million in just the 24 hours since the new law went into effect. Idaho State Representative Ben Grinder told Reuters earlier today that he's prepared to introduce an identical bill in his state, noting that it is vitally important for law enforcement purposes that all identity documents reflect what citizens looked like at birth, saying, quote, "If you don't know that a missing person was 7 pounds 3 ounces when they were born in 1987, how can you possibly identify that adult when you finally locate them?" He went on to add that under the Constitution of Independence, Jesus made it clear that how you were born never changes, muttered something about Leviticus, and closed with, quote, "We've always had date of birth on IDs. This is just adding more birth information for accuracy. Citizens are advised to move to Canada.
Well, that's wild.
I love
how do I
that.
get it back? Oh, goodness. There we go, kind of. Okay.
Kind of. Wow.
Adventures in
that,
broadcasting.
I do remember hearing that. I knew that. I just could not remember where that was. There's so much happening. It's hard to keep up to date. It's ridiculous, that expectation. The SAVE Act.
Yeah.
This is all just really attack on vulnerable people. It's really frustrating.
It's partly targeted at minorities. It's partly political distraction, but it's also partly seeing what they can get away with. Because traditionally, laws, even the most unfair laws you can think of, even the most hurtful, bigoted, horrible laws you can think of, have like a 6-month phase-in period, so people have time to comply with them instead of just going, the lot of you are in violation. The only historical parallel, for lack of a better term, is in 1938, the German authority declared all Jewish driver's licenses invalid overnight. And
Yeah.
just the Jews, though.
That's all it seems like they're doing, is just trying to repeat the past. Or the words
They declared in Kansas. They declared all trans people's license invalid. Let's frame that exactly how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
They did. They it's a civil rights violation. They said, hey, you're trans. Your license is no longer usable. You have to identify as cis in order to have a license. You have to put. Yeah, you have to be cis to have a driver's license.
Than you do about pedophiles in running your country.
Exactly.
Make that make sense to me.
Yeah.
They care more about
also
who's
part of
using
the
what
thing.
bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't
they
give
had
a damn.
they had another
On your
bill
star,
in committee, like ready to vote on, and they did that instead. And if I remember correctly, the bill that they were distracting from was about dealing with sex criminals in some form. It's fuzzy in my head now because it was more than 3 days ago, and the bullshit just keeps coming in our country today.
Imagine me trying to keep up with everything. Holy crap. Like, I have to keep up with it all. And it is, I kid you not, a full-time job.
It is a full-time job. And we know that that is intentional because the busier we are, the more we feel like we're underwater, we're trying to swim, keep our head above. They've kind of got us distracted and I mean, not they really haven't, but they're trying to keep the majority of us distracted from the Epstein files because they are a bunch of
Yeah.
perverts protecting each other.
There's I think it's a Midas touch. They're referring to the Iran war because they're calling it like Operation Epic Fury. They're calling it Operation Epstein Fury because that's what it is.
Yeah,
They're
it really is. And the fact that so blatantly what's the word, not disgusting, the fact that Trump is okay with sacrificing troops. He was just like laissez-faire, like lives are going
Some
to
of
be
you
lost,
may die,
some
but
of you
that's
may
a
die.
sacrifice
So
I'm
he
willing
wants
to
as
make.
long as it's not him, he doesn't give a fuck.
Or
Yeah,
his
he
son
wants to
Barron.
sacrifice your daughters in this
Doesn't give a fuck about Barron either.
sex slavery thing, and your sons to war.
Right? Just
Yeah.
the incredulity of how he expects he really is okay with gaslighting us and for us to be okay with that, to say I am the peace president, I don't want any more wars, but this war
believe
this war is
him.
going to be the war that's going to end all the wars, you guys. That's
That's
why
the same
I'm
thing he did with the 2024 elections. Like, if you elect me in this election, you'll never have to worry about voting again. Like,
he meant that.
He may have actually been honest for once. For once. I mean, stop the clock twice a day, right? He's more than overdue to say something true.
Yeah.
Sometimes that does happen. Okay, I want to ask another question. This is another multiple choice. So you're given a nickname by your party. It's A, the 86er, because you unapologetically retire outdated rules and bad habits.
That sounds like a good one.
B, Madam Maintenance, you are always finding something to fix. Coalition Whisperer, calm, strategic, always building a coalition wherever you go. Fire Starter, you are able to rally the people, cultural momentum. Ethica, you are relentless about ethics and transparency because it is non-negotiable.
I don't know,
Some
for
of
me,
those could
the
be very
first
fun
one
to
sounds, there's a lot of good options, dang. But that first,
Either
give
of
it
the
all
last
that old
two.
stuff. We don't need that laws no more. Let's get some laws that's better with today's standards. Because a lot of like racial laws and stuff. All them
If
laws
I got
gotta go.
ick out of those, I think maybe Firestarter, because I mean my name's Ember for fuck's sake, but also because burn it all down is a great campaign slogan.
True.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the only way.
Melt the ice and and incinerate the PDFs and
Right? Burn that
This
all
stuff gotta
fire is
down.
the
go.
solution
Start
to
over.
all of this.
And out of those
And are you
ashes,
gonna have,
a phoenix will rise.
Katy Perry as your thing? Fireworks. That's Emma's song gonna be fireworks.
I suppose it could. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Katy Perry recently.
I'ma say
But
just
I've
that
never been a
song.
fan of her.
That song gonna be
Why?
good for you. That
I
song gonna
don't
be
like
good for
her
you
at
walking
all.
out with your fireworks.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think actually, different question. Who would you have play at your inauguration? Now that my brain is thinking along those lines, Lady Gaga, obviously.
Man, now I might want Bad Bunny to play at my inauguration.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
And I'm so big with
Beating
famous
inside the fire. That's a good
20
one.
Club all around.
Right
Yes.
What I want to play? Hold on. Cardi B. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
Cardi
going
B.
with Carsey Blanton. I don't know. She's not like huge or anything, but I love Carsey. You all know her, right?
What song?
Yeah. Cardi B would be
Is there a
mine.
specific song I might know of hers? I'm sorry.
She's a folk singer. Rich People's one of my favorites, but
Oh, is she
she
the
does. She's Got the curly red hair.
Some,
Sings the
some
silly.
redneck and commie bitch.
Yeah, the Call Me Bitch song. Yeah.
Oh,
Like I
hold
said,
on.
I'm
Maybe
so
I've
bad
heard.
with names. She does have a couple other real bangers, but I remember Commie Bitch.
She's got
because we
real
played it
songs
every
too,
few
though,
months.
not just those are just her TikTok songs. She's got real
Yeah.
songs too, but
Oh, cool. Okay.
one of my favorite songs by her is Shit List. It's about yeah. Listen
Nice.
to that after the show.
Ah, the man of the hour.
Donald Trump.
No, this hour is not about his ass.
No.
Welcome, Blackmeister. Good to see you.
Like what you said the other day. No bestie.
No.
That was so funny.
I
when you
know.
said
Oh my
that on the
goodness, that
screen.
was
No
such a trip.
bestie.
I got a message from that person after and was like, is there a problem? And I'm like, you might say that. Like, I'm not comfortable saying that sort of shit on text anymore, but yeah. And the person answered back, well, I mean, we were in the same cult together. I'm like, bestie, you still are.
Oh,
We're all in the
wow.
cult.
For anybody who doesn't know, that was a person that I were we on the show together? I've done so many damn shows in several weeks. I can't remember.
The
Right, it was
Ben's
at Dr.
stream with
Ben's
us.
trivia
It was
after the
Ben's,
Friday
yeah.
night Bible study. We were all on the trivia show together, and then as everybody was leaving, he was like, "Hey, check out some collabs I did with the evil cultists who want us all dead." And I was like, maybe don't hang out with the people who, want to abuse women and hurt us and so like maybe not, and so he's like, but we grew up in the same cult together. I'm like, yeah, you're still kind of in the same cult. Maybe run for your life, bestie.
If you said I was about to die because I was thinking some stuff that I didn't say. And when you said that, I was like, I gotta say nothing. I gotta say nothing right now. That was perfect. Chef's kiss.
To be clear, I'm being somewhat facetious. At least one of the people I'm pretty sure has nothing to do with the evil conspiracy cult, and the other one has publicly condemned the violence the cultists are actually doing, but has done nothing to stop them either.
Well, they unleashed the bear. That's what I say.
A bear?
Yeah.
Well, I chose bear, so I'm okay with that.
That's all right.
Even if it's a polar bear?
Wow.
Well, a polar bear is gonna. A polar bear is probably gonna finish me off, so I probably won't have too much to say about it afterwards. Where
Well, that's fair.
what a man would do to me is, not just going to not just ruin me, but like ruin me for the rest of my days, and I have to live them. Yeah, so.
It's assuming we ever get out of the fucking basement, the men like to. Never mind.
Okay, I have another question.
Yay! I was just gonna say penguins versus polar bears because clearly the penguins are a military threat too. But your questions are more fun.
You know how them penguins be. Okay, you were given a nickname by the opposing party. Okay, so what do they call you? This is another
Crazy
multiple
bitch.
choice.
I'm about to say, fuck that bitch.
This is another multiple choice, but if you have better suggestions,
Okay, go ahead.
ladies, feel
What's the
free.
multiple
They're
feel
gonna
free.
call me woke T slur F slur.
Oh, geez. WTF.
They're very
That
creative.
black bitch.
So they're
Yeah.
going to call you WTF. Okay.
That's
A.
WTF. There we go. That
Okay, so
works.
they're going to call you either A, the spreadsheet socialist, because it's all about the data.
Damn, I had spray on my cheeks before. Damn.
Spreadsheet. I mean,
Spreadsheet
paperwork, not
cheeks.
sheets in a bed. Ma'am. Okay. B,
Man, this is a Wendy's.
scandal magnet. Everything you do is sensationalized. So, you just can't get out of the drama. Doesn't matter what you do. C, disruptor in chief. Everyone knows when you are in the room.
Yeah, there we go.
D, feels and heals. You shed a tear once while discussing a tragedy and they've never let it go.
I'll go with
that's
green.
that
The
bitch.
heels. Heels
I'm
and the
just-
heels
I'm
one.
just a vast
Heels
ye
one.
lubbers. Push it all into the ocean. Send it to Davy Jones' locker. Shiver the timbers.
So
And bring me the
pirate
rum.
Patty. I'm just kidding.
No, not Patty though.
Mm-mm.
I don't know which one I would be. Knowing me, like one time I got a tear about something sad happening, and they would just like hold on to that for dear life. Feels and heels. Whatever. I don't care. Been called worse.
Women are so emotional. That's why we declare war on everything for no reason. Like, holy shit.
Someone needs
Yeah.
to tell
Bring
the men that anger is an emotion, that
Mhm.
And fear
They're all emotional.
jealousy.
and more fear. They're so afraid.
So, but
You're
Yeah.
gonna
I don't
find
know
out
if
when
they're
they're
educated
child.
like that. I don't think they're
I
taught
don't
that.
know if men are emotionally competent to handle office sometimes. Like when I see and listen to some of the stuff that these idiots get up there and say, someone like your video that you play on your show in the mornings, Ember, with where it clips through all the clips of the different, with them saying shit like that. I don't know if they're competent enough to hold office.
Aw.
No, I mean it's not a man versus woman thing. It's a sane person versus cultist thing, and like MAGA
Mhm.
is a cult. It's fracturing, but
Yeah.
just like the Worldwide Church
Well-
of God and so many other cults.
I guess the reason
It's
why it
just
seems like a man thing
splintering.
is because it's a patriarchal cult that we're dealing with, a very patriarchal cult. So it comes
Yeah.
across that way, that sometimes it's just like a man issue. And if we just not let the boys make all the choices, that the world would be a better place. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think just as a society, we need to be better with addressing and handling our emotions. I don't think that people realize sometimes that what they're feeling is an emotion other than anger, because that's the only thing they know how to express and be mad about shit. Like maybe we'd all be so much better off if we had some kind of therapy or something.
Right. National therapy. Let's socialize it. We'll create some damn jobs. We're going to train up 1 million therapists, because that's 300 plus patients apiece, and that's still too much. But we're working on it.
Yum, Austin, yum. Angry piss drinker.
RFK? Are we talking about Mr. Brainworms now?
Yeah, RFK is actually RFK himself is actually popping into the side chat under different stock accounts. That is literally RFK. Secretary of Health, RFK, you have more important things to do than to taunt the Java and Jugs side chat. I know that we're all you think about sometimes.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ.
Considering
Don't
the fact
you
that he got banned off of the Kentucky Atheist and Politicality yesterday.
Don't you have a vaccine to ban somewhere? Don't you have some research to misinterpret?
Or
I mean, of
delete.
course, the turd was just.
He's
in
too
our chat
busy
earlier.
drinking raw milk in his sweat lodge with Kid Rock.
Oh my God! Did you guys see that video? We
Then you
should,
got a
we should
tanning
watch
bed
that
going.
video. That
Oh
video
dear
is
God,
so
please
funny.
no, not
Ben
again.
Ben did such good coverage of it.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Saturday before
I'll have to
last.
watch. I haven't seen it.
Maybe we could
Dr.
clip
Ben
get
on
some clips
Dr.
of
Ben
that.
Hamilton, for anybody who doesn't know, here on YouTube, he does a show called Medical Myths, and
Mhm.
because he's a doctor, and he reviewed the Kid Rock and RFK thing, and like all the
Rock.
horrible, disgusting things. Okay, responses to that video have been hilarious. Like there's so many people saying stuff like, hey, any other women in their 40s suddenly questioning their sexuality because I used to think I was straight, but now I'm not so sure. And people are responding, oh, you saw the RFK video too, huh?
The denim is not appropriate clothing for the pool or the hot tub. You should not wear denim in the hot tub. That was like a super important rule, because it is not a material that's going to be good for that filtration system, and it's going to wash you ever notice when you take your jeans out of the dryer, all that lint that's getting inside your system there. Don't get in the hot tub in your
And you ruin your
in
jeans.
You'll ruin your jeans and you can ruin your hot tub. I think the hot tub's probably more
The
expensive.
hot tub's
than
more
jeans.
important, but some of these people own jeans that are like thousands of dollars. So there is that as well.
Well,
Just
these
What
are
do you
Yeah,
mean
RFK's
$10,000?
special
Seriously?
jeans. They're his plague jeans. They're the jeans he wore that time he
Plague
took his
jeans.
grandkids swimming in the raw sewage.
Oh my gosh. Ew, ew,
I'll be right back.
ew. Okay. Oh boy, yeah. So that was an interesting video to watch those two try to give us health tips. I mean, did you see Kid Rock's legs? And listen, I don't like to talk about people's body, but I'm just saying, like, to take like exercise tips from somebody who's never done a day of leg day, I just wouldn't do that. Did you? I'm asking. Did you see his legs?
I'm not even. I've heard about the situation, but I didn't watch that crap.
Just
Consider
imagine a
yourself
shoe.
Ellie.
Put a shoe on my hand, and that was what his leg looked like.
I know. I'm just looking at this dude. He's supposed to be like this fucking redneck badass, except he's not a redneck. He's a conservative cuck. But never mind that. And like my leg is thicker than his neck.
And he came from money, Kid Rock.
Mhm.
He actually
Car
grew up in a
dealership,
very
I believe,
well-to-do
right?
area. Mm.
I'm just
Grew up
saying,
in
he from Michigan.
Northern Michigan, according to his Alabama song. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed.
He's very confused. And RFK is just in perpetual confusion. That
Well,
guy
I
doesn't
mean,
even
in
know what
fairness,
time
Well,
it
he has
is.
brainworms. He has an excuse.
Exactly. When the conservative parasite gets into your brain, literal brain worms, and eats half of it, you can't really be held. I mean, he even said before Congress, folks, half of my brain is gone. You should not be trusting me with medical decisions. And yet they invested him with the office anyway.
And they put in charge for some doctor who's also trying to walk back stuff about vaccines as well.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Oz is in charge of Medicaid and some of the research department. He's under RFK, but he has like a portfolio of nonsense.
Yeah, and the doctor they're trying to get, or quote unquote doctor, she doesn't have her license anymore. That they're trying to get for Surgeon General.
That's the one, right?
Yeah,
And
good.
there's so much pseudoscience in what they're peddling, and their concern is not the American people. It's just to save money, and that money that they're saving is they're just going to find a way to siphon it back to them.
No,
like what
it's
millions of dollars
saving money. They're just
it's literally not even saving. Yeah, it's literally not even saving money. It's funneling money into their friends' pockets.
Yeah, yeah, it's not saving money. They're intentionally going to punish every single person who uses Medicaid, Medicare, whatever, because of some fraud somewhere. Why is there always this collateral like punishment that has to happen upon the American people because some people don't know how to use systems? We don't do the same thing to other politicians and whatnot, but when it comes to us and our social programs, they do anything to take money back from us.
What was that? Was somebody said, and it was like, damn, you got thinking. They try to get with the low income people for smoking, but half of them do lines.
Right, they do cocaine and stuff.
Yeah, but they talk about poor people doing the weed. That's what I'm saying. Because I remember this one politician. He was real strong and wanting to like cut people off if they had the drug convictions in their system, whatever. But he got caught doing drugs himself.
Right.
Not me this time.
Or the ones who are writing laws about CSA, but come to find out they're the ones who actually have pedophilia on their phones, CSAM, and are harming kids.
So it's not the truth.
Right. We've been seeing way more and more often. You know, who is that guy? There's too many of them to keep track of, but I think it was a South Carolina senator who, like, he wore a version of the MAGA hat that said something like throw PDFs into the incinerator, but in much more explicit language. And he was arrested for 36 counts. I'm shocked. I mean, I'm not shocked because
It's almost
Every
like
accusation is a confession.
that's literally were
every
the words that were
single
going to come out of
one.
my mouth. It's as if every accusation is a confession. For
It's
for certain,
all
Exactly.
projection.
it's
You need
project
to shut the hell up.
projection on steroids, and that's when you
Mm-hmm.
have to say, doth protest too much, something's there. Just like the
That's what
people come in my
I
comments say
be.
some crazy stuff, and I'm like, you know what, we need to check your search history, because
That's what I be. Yep.
the comment is not it. Like the comment you just gave when I'm talking about Schmelia, this is not it. The fact that you want to protect these people, something's
Because
wrong
what
here.
was it? That's what
This is the ideal man right here.
Protecting the
It's true.
pedophiles. Didn't he say that? To protect the pedophiles?
Who's would they say? I'm sorry, Kelly. Who said what?
This is
I
the
think
ideal man.
Ted Cruz has said protect the pedophiles.
He might have. I wouldn't be surprised if he
think he
accidentally
said
said
something
protect
like that. I'm not
pedophiles.
mistaken. I know somebody said it. Maybe not those exact words, but that's basically what they were saying. I was like, are you serious?
As a heart attack,
Yeah.
they're serious as a heart attack, because they know if they don't have these people in their corner, they're going to have no one in their corner because they're dirty,
Yeah.
you know? And that's the only thing that keeps them together. It's like I don't know, like some kind of thieves bond or criminal bond that they have. Like, I've got dirt on you and you've got dirt on me, so we're all just going to hold the guns pointing at each other, but nobody's going to pull the trigger, right, guys? Right? It's a shame. And that's our politics in a nutshell currently. And this whole Epstein file scandal really should be the thing that does them in. It should be what like ties this up in a pretty little bow.
Cook them all.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like some lawsuits and investigations. I'm waiting for some arrests to happen. I'm waiting for the people that are on those FBI tips. I'm waiting for some of those people to be interviewed because they didn't. I want to see what the
Everybody
FBI
is waiting for somebody to do something, and nobody is doing anything. This person should not be sitting in the White House. The Bill Clinton should not be walking free. Any of these people, it doesn't matter who they are. If there's evidence, the FBI has it. Let's start the season prosecution.
Okay. But I have a question here. How is it? Because let me tell you what, the investigations just that I've done alone myself into the Epstein files, I would have literally print out all of that information. And every time Hillary Clinton says, well, I barely knew the guy, I'm going to pull up my emails and I'm going to pull up the checks and I'm going to pull up the pictures and I'm going to say, well, this doesn't look like you just barely knew each other. And I don't know why more of that isn't happening. I want more aggression with this, more seriousness. I need them to handle it as if it's serious.
Sally, I'm gonna say money talk,
I love you.
bullshit walks, and a lot of times it's money.
Yeah,
gotta write this down.
It's a lot of bribery going on. I won't
Well,
say
also
nothing.
notice
So they
the stark differences. Like these people, they all want to do like revive the House Un-American Activities Committee, right? Like the McCarthy and commie chasers. They keep talking about this. It's a thing they want to do, but on the flip side, they will not investigate this thing that absolutely should be like, if you're going to do a witch hunt, go after people that you know actually did major crime, but they're afraid to do it because they know they will all be implicated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it. So they know if they hold one person's feet to the fire, if they start giving in, if they start publicly questioning and hemming and hawing, somebody down the line is going to start hemming and hawing, and something is going to come out about you because they're going to find a way to shut your ass up.
You telling on me, I'm telling on you. I ain't gonna lie. It's all coming out. We all gonna go down.
You know,
I ain't gonna go down by myself.
And it is weird how rarely that happens. Like it's almost like a mob situation where we're catching the henchmen. And we're like, all right, who's your boss? Who do you work for? And they're like, nope, send me upriver for life. I'll never talk. You know,
right? Like what is the silence
why are they
about?
like that?
Well, I mean, we know why they're like that, but doesn't make it not frustrating.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? I want you to.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Wait,
Mhm.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I knew it was him.
come on, have some
When
compassion.
the real
Kelly.
danger are the transes.
Seriously, like, get over it. We need to have compassion for pedophiles. The world is so against pedophilia. It's just mind blowing. You know,
Mhm.
God,
But let's just
what's wrong
think
with this
about
man?
it, though.
What's wrong with these
A
That's-
lot of our
that's- that's
family
the
was
thing, too, is
pedophiles. Like my
that-
granddad was a pedophile. Sorry, I don't care. My
That
grandma was
putting
14 when he married her. He was 24.
Oh
putting a
no.
bullet in the head of
But
every
that happened in those
pedophile
days, but still.
is that's the argument. People like it creates more victims because we don't take the time to study and understand the condition that's causing this, so that we can prevent it from happening in the future. If we take the time to understand what's happening with these people who are who are suffering with this. Obviously, I can't imagine anybody actively wants to have that I don't know what you call it, aberration to their psyche.
I call it a disorder.
I imagine most people would want to be
Psychologically.
free of it if they suffer from
If
that.
they had a choice, I think probably most people. I would hope most people would want to be free of it. I mean, I think there's
yeah,
always like
most
degenerates who want to
people-
do the worst of the worst, and that's just whoever. But I do agree that we need to figure out what is the cause? Like, how can we can we stop it from is that a possible? Can we stop it from happening or help people out?
Sometimes
Mhm.
it's most.
But we're
people
never
who
going to know if we don't have
do
these
want to not
conversations.
hurt people. Most people do want to not hurt people, and those are the people who go get help. Like it's not.
But
just
they're
the
not going to go
people
get help if they
with
think that I'm
violent
going to
tendencies.
be lynched by my neighbors if I go to get help for this. They're not going to do that if we build this.
Well,
social
don't go to your
stigma.
neighbors. Go to a therapist.
Well, yeah, you go to a therapist and they put you in. They're reporting you or whatever, and because they have to be an informed reporter of any kind of crime. So
Well, don't do a crime first. Get help first.
Well, yeah,
Perfect
obviously.
scenario, right? I wish, but again, if we start doing the education job, maybe that could be a thing before it even I feel comfortable calling this phone line because I know I'm not going to get harassed and I'm going to find the help.
I guess what I'm getting at is that the people who have they put the sign in their yard or whatever, have to put the sign in their yard that I'm I was convicted of this or whatever, and it creates this this stigma where people would not want to come forward and say, hey, I have this problem, I committed this crime.
Well, I mean,
I get what you're saying.
I have this illness and I want to get help and I want to stop it from happening to other people. And I want to be, somebody who comes forward and talks to medical professionals about this so they can build a case file on it and figure out the best treatment plan for it. But they're too scared to do that because if they confess to either their desire or their actions, that they're going to be murdered by the population without due process.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but I do think we need signs in like yards and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's wrong.
Well, the good news is most of them do put their Trump signs right out in the front yard.
They tell us up front we're pedos.
I mean, we've been seeing that on the internet too, right? Like, here's the United States flag, here's the gay pride flag, here's the pedo pride flag, and it's Trump 2024.
Yeah.
Ay. Boy, that's such a heavy subject and uncomfortable topic, and it's absolutely something that the government doesn't want to have. They're happy to shut down any conversation. They don't want us to have any conversations surrounding any tough subjects.
Oh yeah, for sure. They want to use it as a scare weapon. That's also why they want to hide
just
it. When
the
they
conversation that we all just had right now, we would all be labeled. I mean, they could easily label us just for that conversation as, oh, you're PDF file defenders and stuff. It's like, no,
I don't see how.
I defend
There's
science,
nothing I said
which
that
is the
said
best
that.
approach, which is
Mhm.
the best approach to this is
Yeah.
a scientific
Yeah.
approach.
Nothing you said
So,
is anti anything. It's all actually
right.
like, no, I'm actually the one who wants to help and
Help
fix the
people.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I want to solve the
who
issue.
is
I want
involved. You got
I want less victims.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it mean one of y'all is on there, y'all going.
And that's
Going
and the problem
down.
is they control the narrative because they get to say, oh, well, because you said this means you're no, you voted for a guy who's that's what protection is. Like, you see that wall he's put up?
I mean,
That's protection. Me, I'm saying let's dig it out. Let's have the conversations. Let's find the solution. That's
as
not
cliche
covering
as
up.
it is, will somebody think of the children? There are way too many people that are victims of child sexual abuse or spousal sexual abuse later in life who don't even, the proportions there are too far off for it not to be like a issue that we need to address with predators.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a civilization level issue, fucking hell, 60% of people who go to churches and 35% of people who don't go to churches report that they were abused at some point during their childhood.
Yeah.
It's almost everyone has been abused in this way, and yet no one wants to do anything about it.
Exactly.
Right. And people who have been, I mean, whether even if it's just physical abuse, because I mean, I say that I was abused, and I have siblings that are angry with me and don't talk to me anymore because I say that about my parents, but like what my, because they thought they were disciplining me, or they thought that they were keeping me from, whether my dad thought he was keeping me from getting beat up by the boys at school or whatever for treating me that way. It doesn't matter. It was still abuse, and I'm still going to call it that.
Yeah, like I look at it, like when I feel the same thing with me. That's how all the parents treated their children, but it's still like when I first started raising my children, I did some of the things that my mother did, and this was called on me for some of that same stuff. And I'm like, wait, you did some of that same stuff to me, but it's considered abuse now. So I had to rethink and relearn how to raise my children.
I was going to say that too, and I'm not playing holier than thou. I can the first person to say with at least with my oldest child, yeah. I did spank him and do corporal punishment because I was taught that that's how you do it. I was actually told I didn't do it enough though, constantly.
Exactly,
in my surroundings because he did this or because he did that, it was because I didn't spank him enough.
I hate that.
Yep, same thing.
The J-Dubs were they encouraged like spanking and stuff like that too.
Punishment,
public too. Like they wanted to make sure you were like people in earshot knew you were doing it. So freaking weird.
Right.
And
like if your kid misbehaved, you had to be visibly seen punishing them.
It's like
or you were a terrible parent.
Yeah, like if you don't do that to your kid when they're interrupting the rest of the congregation, when they're trying to learn, your 3-year-old child, how dare they interrupt me when I'm trying to learn? You need to take them back there and I want to hear them fucking scream. It's gross. I hate that.
And that's just the society I just grew up in, right? And like you get shamed if your child and kids act out. Right. And you get shamed if your kid act out and you didn't, turn around and grab their arm and spank their butt and say, knock it off. And they want you to do that in the grocery store. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like public shaming. Like, okay, you want me to like walk up to you and grip you up because you hit my cart with yours accidentally? Like maybe I should do the same thing you're doing to your kid for doing the same thing accidentally by hitting your heels. You know what I mean? Like let's think reasonably here. Like is this behavior necessary? Am I going overboard here out in public? I mean, I'm glad you're showing me your true self out in public, but that's damn, what is it with shaming? And
we were growing up and the progressives were like, maybe we shouldn't abuse every child, maybe they might grow up better that way. Their parents, their grandparents were like, no, you have to have the public torture and abuse. That's the old way. That's how we preserve society.
How we do it around here.
The stocks in the town square so that anytime someone, looks funny at another person, we can just put them there and have everyone in town rape them. That's the only fair way. Yes.
I guess with me
value.
being a black woman, it was more of that you got to discipline because the police are going to get your kids. So you have to so make sure that if you beat them enough, it comes from slavery time too. So if you beat your kids, that's going to put them in a place to know what they're not supposed to do so that they'll have less interaction, hopefully, with the police.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I mean, I
so
don't know
that's
how
how
much
it is
it
with
works.
us in the black community.
You know, I have no idea if that does or does not work, especially when you're being
Police
targeted. Like,
still
can it
bother
work?
us. It don't work. They still bother us.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm saying. Like, where did that come from? Did that come from? Was that idea put into people's head, or did that come?
Well, a lot of times the slave owner, the mom will be like, "Well, I'll discipline my child so that the slave owner wouldn't get a hold to the child because it would be way worse punishment."
Yeah, just if I can make them perfect and behave perfect, they won't.
You
It's
know.
probably like out of fear, like I don't want nothing to happen to them. So if I do it, it's going to be better
Yeah.
than if somebody else does it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I get that. Like I just does it work?
At the time, I guess it had to work.
Yeah. But see, people who are just watching, who just like to draw their own conclusions and pre-conclude that they're correct. They see something like that. Like the parent might be able to say to the child later, "I'm sorry I did that, but I had to so the policeman didn't get you," you know? Like I know it sucked, but I'm trying to protect you from something much worse. But the observers, the bystanders, they didn't hear that. They didn't know that, and they didn't bother to ask. So they just went, "Yeah, that's how you should, that's how you should do things." Yep.
I mean, we didn't know better, and we're learning now. Well, at least I thought we were moving that direction as society, but with Christian nationalism kind of ramping up, I think that fear and violence is just kind of instilled in people intentionally. So I don't want to go back to that, because I guarantee you, if we're going to start putting the 10 Commandments back into school, what's to stop them from bringing back corporal punishment, spanking,
Like, would they really
etc.?
read that stuff? What stuff good is that?
There
to
are
read?
school districts where they, as recently as like, it hasn't been that long ago. It's been in the 2020s.
Go away.
Yeah, I had one situation with my son that they had called me during the day because I never signed the permission slip for them to give corporal punishment. And they were asking me permission. I'm like, I didn't sign the permission slip for a fucking reason. No, you're not touching my kid. Like, you can give him
That's weird how
or whatever the hell else, but no, you're not touching
that. That was crazy.
It was 2022.
Yeah.
And it was Missouri, because of course it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's still a big thing in Texas.
Wow, because I know when I was in school, this stopped like I was in the 4th grade.
Yeah, my grandson got a permission slip sent home, and I told my son, I'm like, if you sign that, we're gonna have problems.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
four.
Like when I was in 4th grade, I was in the 84 or something. I know they still did that in certain.
Like they got rid of that when I was in kindergarten. I remember it being a thing when I was in kindergarten, and then it was gone. But the threat of it was like an urban legend sort of thing.
That's what I feel like it was.
The teacher was still having paddling with threatening, but they didn't do anything.
That's how I feel like it was for my age too. Like, it was there, you knew about it. It didn't happen anymore, but like your parents told you stories about it, and like there was legends about it, like in school and what happened to people. So thankfully, I didn't have to deal with it.
We had to hold our hand out like this. First, it used to be on the butt, but then you go, they would just do it on your hand.
No, no, thank you. No, I don't want.
This
I don't
big
trust
ruler
people touching my child like that. Like, if I'm gonna, in school, when they're in school, the only people that I would think that might lay a hand on my kid is another kid, and that's just because kids are kids. But the only time an adult really should be is like if they're separating something. I mean, I'm okay if if my kid wants to hug I know that nowadays you got to be careful with that, but if your kid wants to hug their teacher, like, whatever.
Kids now will fight parents. I'm fighting the kid now. If you in high school messing with my kid, when my kids was in high school, because I've seen that happen where they jumped on the mama and the
Wow, that's too much.
Yeah,
Wow.
this happened. These kids ain't respectable anymore.
Well,
If you old enough to get in my face,
well, parents shouldn't be fighting school kids.
not how these kids acting now.
Oh, get the hell out of here, weirdo.
Yeah. I
ADHD.
can't listen to them. Yeah,
Nice way to show your ass, dude.
yeah, them kids is something else now. They don't care about, like parents will be like,
know what
"Hey,
I'm doing.
kids, just stop fighting and stuff like that." They will jump the parent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take my kids to strip shows all the time. What gets in these people's minds? It's like if they hear it, it must be true.
Brainworms. It's
I
brainworms.
wonder if that's a projection again, because there are a whole lot of churches where they have children's fashion shows.
Oh God, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure there's still schools that are okay
Yeah,
with
they
it.
do.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
They do here. Like
I
I
don't-
said, I mean, they just sent a permission slip home for my 4-year-old grandson.
Well,
And I'm
also
just
I
like,
remember-
got another
not-
thing coming for that.
And I know for a fact that they don't always listen to the permission slip, because my other son, they went ahead and gave him corporal punishment anyway. And you want to see fiery? I was up there about 5 minutes after it happened, and I was furious.
That's
You don't touch my
crazy
kid.
to do.
You don't touch my kid.
No, and nobody's child should be touched like that. I mean, unless you're ICE, then you can zip tie them and throw them in back of a car and
How
disappear.
come people think that that's okay?
That's okay.
I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Because people,
I don't understand. People think it's okay for people to get that done. Wait, they shouldn't be over here illegally.
like, what the fuck were they doing? They were not hurting anybody.
marriage age. That's my brain finally caught that gear. The Kansas legislature, they had a bill ready to vote on raising the marriage age to 18 because in Kansas it's not 18. And the Republicans were like, "Oh, but my religious freedom, I need to be able to marry children." And so to completely derail that bill, they threw out this, let's eradicate the driver's licenses for trans people.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's the
what
kind
it
of
was.
shit they do. Yeah, that's the kind of shit they do all the time. They do it here all the time.
They constantly drone on about people being lazy and not wanting to work and dee. But you will do every and anything to make it more difficult for someone to maintain a way of life.
Mm-hmm.
How are people supposed to get to
They
work
don't
now?
care. Like
How do they
what
get their
Bree
bank
said
account?
earlier.
Exactly.
that's
They
the
don't
point.
care, but they'll bitch about
I will
you.
tolerate a lot of things,
Yeah.
but I will not tolerate my rights to D being taken away or infringed upon in any way.
I love you, Bree. I love you, Bree.
Do not dee. Whatever you do.
I love you, Bree.
Now we know where Bree's line is. But yeah, that's the point. That's the goal. It's not that they don't care that it hurts this minority. It's the point is to hurt the minority.
Mhm. Exactly. Just be honest about it. Just say that. Just say I hate people, and I'm gonna point my finger, and wherever I point, that person's gonna be
It's also
harmed.
a test run. It's not just to oppress trans people. It's to see if they can get away with it. So that they like in the satire video, which I've been informed by many commentators, I should have a disclaimer on to say that it's satire.
Which one? The one you played for us?
Yeah, the one earlier, the 3-minute news. Fucking
Oh,
unreal.
they couldn't
But-
tell that was satire.
Right. If they can pass a law and it stands that just strips people of their identification, of their ability to vote, of their fucking birth certificates in some cases, if they can just do that, then they can do that to anyone. They can do it to Black people. They can do it to immigrants. They can do it to Baptists. If they decide they're a Catholic state now, no driver's license for Baptists. You're not even second-class citizens. You're not even a citizen. If you die, you die.
Yeah, that's
Pretty much,
crazy.
yeah.
Somebody I know used to say that.
Mm-hmm.
And we get nothing done. We get nothing done in this country but the back and forth. Meanwhile, while they continue to play this game and of charades and throwing up red flags here and there for us to look at and stare at, they're undermining us at every damn point. Every time we look away, like you said, another law gets passed here in this state, or
We have
go ahead. Hello?
No, I was like, is that that can't be a Troy with the green, but I'm looking at what they got down. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
Flockmeister's a real person. What caught Kelly's attention is the keyboard exploded or something.
Maybe
yeah. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Did Dr.
Maybe a
Kip get
chicken's on the
a hold of
keyboard.
that keyboard?
They are testing the freedom to
She's sleeping right now.
in the chat.
They went
Right.
to diddly dee. Let them be.
Yeah, they wanted to see if their freedom to diddly dee was available in this side chat. And yes, Flockmeister, you are free to diddly dee in this side chat at least one time. Don't keep doing it though; it's annoying.
To your heart's desire, you should diddly dee until you're free. We shall all be free as we diddly dee. Oh, you counted? Oh, I see. They counted how many characters for chat. 201. Thank you.
I never have enough.
I
I
know.
be having to change what I'm writing every time. Like, damn, I can't put everything I want to say in this space.
All right, you guys, I have one more question because we're getting close to time. Just one more question about presidency. Okay. So, what president do you think you would be constantly compared to and or contrasted against?
Contrasted Donald Trump.
I would be the outright anti-current president. I would undo everything he's done. Like, this administration, you cannot point to a single good thing he's done. Not a single thing. There's not a single fucking thing.
But he renamed the Kennedy Center. What are you talking about?
Well, that was great. And he got us our oil.
Yeah, we got oil from Venezuela, Lilith. I mean, hello.
Well, okay. Also, he set the precedent that if you have an unstable, potentially dangerous rogue head of state, it's legitimate to just kidnap them or to just bomb their palace. So, and as it happens, his bomb-proof bunker is currently not accessible because they tore down the East Wing. So, I mean, maybe that's one good thing, is he set that precedent that it's legitimate to do that, to just blow up a rogue state head's palace? Maybe.
Could you imagine the audacity if somebody did that to us? We'd lose our ever-loving minds in this country.
Oh,
well,
maybe somebody needs to do it.
Only about 30% of us would at this. I mean, we'd be mad about the loss of the White House because of the historical significance, but it's already 1/3 gone anyway.
True.
And it wouldn't be the first time we've lost the White House either. Remember,
he did end 8 gazillion wars.
Women's History Month. We should have said that at the top of the show. That's why we were doing Victoria Woodhull. But it was Dolly Madison who saved most of the art in the White House when the British were coming in 1812.
I remember that. I mean, I wasn't there, but I remember hearing that. I wasn't there.
Trying
but
to see.
That's
That's one thing that women would do. These wars, we would be able to handle it without these wars and stuff. Women president.
I mean,
what the hell?
The big reason he's doing it is because, like, for one of the several reasons, but one of them is like he likes the fucking spectacle of it. He thinks it makes for good television. Like, his entire fucking outlook on everything is what looks good on television.
Yeah, how he looks in the media, what his polls say, and he wants people to lie to him. Like, if the polls aren't showing that he's doing well, it's a lie. It's fabrication.
And the
You get in trouble for giving him data that says he's not doing good. You can lose your job over that. And that is what happened. So And as much as this is relevant now, this is what caused the famine in Russia, right? Because of Lysenkoism. And you weren't allowed to report bad data, so they had to keep reporting that their experiments with Siberian crop growth was going well, and people weren't dying of starvation because they didn't have any food.
Yeah.
Dang.
But the thing is like we do have information that they actually did know. Like there was information that got through, and I'm like, this is not good, and they did it anyway. But it was all about the propaganda. But the thing is like in this administration, he doesn't have anybody that will tell him otherwise. He just doesn't.
No. And social media.
I mean, at least in the last administration, we have multiple examples of people being like, yeah, you can't do that. That's not present this time.
No guardrails whatsoever.
Yeah, which
and
is
social
why
media is allowing it.
Yeah, this is why I keep saying, for one, his policies are so damn unhinged, and two, like they've done so much so fast to so many people in so many different areas that like this is part of the reason why his entire regime's collapsing, is because they did too much too fast. They've got everybody trying to do all this shit. Like, you can't lie to people about their pocketbooks. You can't abduct people's friends and neighbors and family members without them noticing. You can't fucking start wars when you sat there and say you were the anti-war president and you weren't going to do this shit. You're going to get down to a base level to where you're not going to drop below that support, but you're going to lose everybody else. And that's exactly what's happening. They moved too hard, too fast. If this was year 3, we probably would have worked up to it, and it would have just been like, yeah, this is another day. But everybody's like, holy shit, what the hell? Because especially with the economy, you cannot lie to people about their pocketbooks. You can't tell people that they're spending $10 for a tank of gas when they're actually spending $40. You just cannot do that. They know what they're spending.
You
thought that social media wasn't as much of a problem as it was. And I mean, like TikTok, like the fact that we could get information on the ground from people who were, dealing with whatever the situation was. And that's why now they've had to make that really quick, swift move to make social media basically like one huge freaking conglomerate. And they're all S-ing each other's D's in the back room. Because social media really just, I think if it weren't for like TikTok and stuff, they probably could have got away with more stuff and been able to quietly like shut all of our resources down. But you're right. They went too fast. They went so fast.
Totally hid Gaza from us as a population.
They thought they could.
Because I still think about when the podcaster was taken, how they kept saying that it was trans or black people that did it. To think about that, and how they was running around, war against us.
The lie,
But it was one of them. Make sense.
Mr. Preddy, they're saying how he was armed at the same time they're showing the video of him being disarmed. They do a lie right to your face while you can see at the same time what they're saying is a lie, and they'll still do it. They don't care. And nobody's stopping them.
And people just nod along with it. Like, yep, they were armed. Yep, they had this coming. They deserve what happened because, or they'll say, oh, he kicked their taillight last week. All that tells me is that their murder of him was premeditated. Like,
that didn't help your case, if you ask me. That made it worse.
I was
should have
just
found that information out.
And it was a case where 7 years after this man's death, they finally realized he was innocent. It was some black guy. He was like 21 or something when they executed him, and they finally realized he was innocent 7 years later.
Oh, that happens all the damn time.
Yeah.
That's why the Innocence Project exists, is because that keeps happening.
Innocence Project is a lot of great work.
It's one of those things that in this country, if you're pro death penalty, it means that you're okay with murdering. I think it's 1 in 25 people that are on death row are eventually exonerated. Like, you're okay with just straight out murdering them.
Nope, I am not. I am
But
absolutely
it's
not
actually
okay.
cheaper to just keep them in prison for the rest of their life.
Much cheaper.
Much
Like
cheaper. Yeah.
order of
And it's
magnitude.
the same freaking idiots that'll say that there's 6 million abortions in the US every year or some shit like that. And saying that's murder or execution or
Million a
whatever.
day. Oh, like the
Mhm.
lawmakers in Tennessee who are like, listen, if you have an abortion, we're going to execute you. We're pro-life.
something. What the
We're
hell?
going to murder the mothers because we're pro-life.
Texas, you can go to jail for
That's what
99
I was
years.
like, hold on now. When I saw that, I said, isn't that double standard? I might not be
What?
the smartest person in the world.
You didn't know that
Tennessee
already?
lawmakers.
We've known that. That's not a surprise.
That was like the first thing the evangelicals did. Jerry Falwell and Ronald Reagan, their religious right movement. The very first thing they did was huge chunk of money for Israel.
Gods, the amount of money that we've sent them, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars, absolutely disgusting. All for them to continue to steal. Now they're bombing Lebanon, and they're going to continue to build greater Israel. Our best ally, who kills people for us. How lovely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go a
America
little-
first or something. Who knows? People don't care. People don't. It's fucking wild. But did you see the aftermath of Iran? And I realize we're like 13 tangents deep from Victoria Woodhull. But now
People come
the
here for the
fucking
tangents.
leadership is gone. The military is just shooting everything. Like they sent missiles, drones, fighter jets, bombers, whatever they got, just at all the surrounding states that have military bases, U.S. military bases to be specific.
I'm wrong. And stuff.
Thousands of missiles at Israel.
I
be the
saw
one
some of the
that
ones
be
that hit
missing
Israel.
Stuff. I wouldn't get nothing.
What?
I don't
What,
know.
Kelly?
I don't know. It's like
About what?
the dealing with the president and the military and stuff. You don't have to. I thought you don't have to obey his command if he's doing something you think is wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know nothing.
No, I mean there is allegedly a I don't know, system for you to go through allegedly if you don't feel like you're being given legal
Like
orders,
if
but I don't know
take a
anything about it.
stand. No, we're not gonna bomb this. They didn't do, But I don't know what the people thought process is now. But they are going inside and bombing for him, doing his dirty work for him.
Yeah, and a lot of American military personnel are going to die for it. Yep. Nothing I can do about that.
And that's what I was like. If we do go to war, I have
was
a
the
son,
netting-
I have 2 sons that could be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Was the netting on purpose?
What?
You said nothing I could do about that was on purpose, like nothing.
Netanyahu. Netanyahu, I can do about that.
Nothing I can do about that.
Nothing.
All right, you guys. It's
I'm going.
10:50.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going.
it's time we kick Amber out. I think
Are we
that
having a
she's
special
become.
guest later on at a Double D show?
Triple D, but yes.
Triple D.
Yeah, today Deviant Outcast is joining.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the most badass female pharaoh, Women's
Mhm.
History Month, at
Oh, that
Shepset.
sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
I will be in a side chat for that then because I like her. She takes over. I want to. That's her time to shine. I can't do nothing but
Heck
keep
yeah.
on there.
I'll
I'm
drop
taking
the in the main chat.
I got.
If you're watching on my channel, Better Than Ember, or on the Damn Show, I believe the Damn Show, usually it automatically forwards. But if you're watching somewhere else, come on over to Better Than Ember. We're starting in a little less than 10 minutes. And it
And
should be
after
neat.
that, 1:00, my show. So you'll know to flag them over to mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, 1:00.
So make sure y'all subscribe. Go subscribe to Detroit Atheist Queen, Better Than Ember, Lil of All Trades, Hive Side. Everybody's
all
in the
our links
audience.
are in the description.
We have
Just
a-
subscribe to every one of us because we all make cool content.
Mm-hmm. I've got a new series coming out with Ambushed Apostate soon.
We were
which
supposed to
is
get
going be
together. I'm
Yes,
gonna
we
message
need
you
to do
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Israel can have nukes, but not Iran. Isn't this hypocrisy? I think this is the main reason they attacked Iran. The USA wants Israel to be main leader in the Middle East. Yeah, it's exactly it.
It's
I mean, Israel's
clearing
not
the
even
neighborhood
supposed to have
out for
nuclear
Israel.
weapons.
That's exactly what we're fucking doing.
We're their little bitch, but we pay them.
We answer to
to be their little bitch.
Mossad. Ooh,
Yeah.
can something get
Mhm.
And we give them all the money that we can for the pleasure of doing it. We do everything for them, die for them, and we're also going to give them all our money and be broke for them. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. But as long as it makes Jesus come faster, it's all worth it.
It's all
Kelly,
about
which
making Jesus come
show is it that you have coming up today? I see a couple on the upcoming.
The Thomas Bear is the one at 1 o'clock.
Okay, it's a secular activism unfiltered. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
I wish it would tell me what time things are. When you're redirecting a stream, you go in and it lets you like pick something from your channel, or you can go to another tab and select from another channel, and it'll recommend some stuff that's live right now. But you got to go to a window and like type in the channel that you want to redirect to, and it'll bring up all their upcoming stuff. Okay. But it won't tell you when the upcoming stuff is.
Oh wow!
All of
it just shows you a little thumbnail and like half of the title. That's it.
And
That's
the cards and like playlists and stuff like when you can add to the end of the video, all of that as well, because you can connect to somebody else's channel or video, but if you don't have it exactly typed out right, it's not like a general search. It's a very specific search, which is frustrating if you don't know exactly what the show is titled or the time the show's exactly supposed to go or whatever. Anyway, anybody else have anything? So Kelly, you have stuff. Lil, you mentioned you have stuff. Bree, did you mention anything?
9:30. I'm gonna be on misinterpretations as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow, at I guess it's 7:30.
Yeah.
Central. I have we're doing the spirit board again. I have Ember and Jess on to host, I believe.
Oh, good. Okay.
It was the
Awesome.
last rumor I heard. Is it 7:30 Central?
Yes.
I've got in my calendar for 7 Eastern, but I will change that.
That is true, Dan.
30
They went after the Congress people that said you don't have to follow illegal orders.
Yes,
And some of them were former
here's
military.
the fun thing. Here's the fun thing about that. They tried to. They could not get not only the grand jury, but they could not get a single grand juror to indict them. Not a single fucking one.
Nobody wanted to
And they
touch that,
gave up on
especially
it.
because the one guy was former military. He knows what he's
Yeah.
saying. He's
They all
not
were
saying
former
anything
military, I
illegal.
think.
And nothing they said was illegal. Yeah, they
Yeah.
might have been. Yeah, I think they probably
Yeah.
were, which is what the whole purpose of the
yeah.
video was.
Yeah, they couldn't get
All
a
right.
single
I gotta scoot and set
grand
up.
jury to
Bye,
not
Amber.
do it.
Bye.
And so, yeah, that crash and burn, and apparently they've given up on it. So
Good, as they should.
It's cracked me up that as many times as they keep trying to bring charges against people, that everybody's like, nah, no,
The
we're not
amount
doing
of
this.
time, amount of time and money that they've wasted in our court system just to be jerking off and not doing anything that really is important to us as the people, the stuff that we voted on, to make our groceries cheaper, etc. Yeah, they don't care about. I have a couple long form videos that I released recently about like Epstein stuff if anyone's interested. But other than that, thank you guys for joining us here today.
Yeah.
Hope you had an enjoyable weekend and enjoy the rest of your week, whatever the madness might bring us. And just remember, you always have friends here, and we love that you spent time with us today. Tomorrow, we will be back live at 9 a.m. with Chris and Kelly Laughlin, and then the rest of the week as well. So 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So make sure you join us here. See you guys. I hope you have a great day. Love you.
Bye, everyone.
Mean it. Bye.